Man, it's so much more peaceful recording this video, why Jeff Hardy should win the 2021 King of the Ring. It's so much more peaceful recording this than it was recording the Eva Marie Queen's Crown video. That video, I felt like I had to be avidly on top of my game, defending off every possible argument and fighting off everyone who's going to disagree with that video just because of who's in the title and who I'm talking about. But this video is just me simply going over why I believe a fan favorite, an absolute legend of the business, should be winning the 2021 Men's King of the Ring. Now, with this one, with Jeff Hardy, there's plenty of reasons why I feel like he should win. The main one of them being the following. So I personally feel like the winner of the King of the Ring, and Queen's Crown for sure, but mainly King of the Ring, the winner of King of the Ring should receive a WWE or World Heavyweight Championship match of their choosing. I feel like that would give the tournament a lot more hate to it. That's one of the main words I'm using a lot lately, hate. In other words, just a real quick definition, like why we should care, you know? Like with King of the Ring, the past few times I've done it, there's been a real lack of hate there because, you know, realistically, all the person who wins the tournament's gonna get is a cringe-worthy, mediocre king gimmick, which at this point in 2021, going into 2022, no one is asking for that. I mean, back in the 90s, it was fine because you had people dressed as plumbers and people dressed as dentists, and a king gimmick fit right in. So when you had, you know, Owen Hart as King of the Ring, or you had Mabel, or you had Paul Levesque as King of the Ring, it worked more so. Nowadays, it just doesn't work with the king stuff. So with that being said, I think King of the Ring needs that stipulation of winner gets a title shot for us to care. And with that being said, I feel like that would be the perfect, I guess not segue, but I guess the perfect dangling carrot in front of the tournament for someone like Jeff Hardy to really, I don't know, what terminology do I want to use here? Swanton bomb out of the abyss and have his moment in the sunshine one last time. Now, when it comes to this opinion, the main, I guess, detraction from this one is no, the King of the Ring should be reserved for a young guy. We need someone new, someone young, someone fresh. Fair enough. I mean, that's usually always the go-to when it comes to people's, I guess, argument or rebuttal with many of these points I tend to make. It's always, it should be a younger guy. It should be a new superstar, someone new, someone fresh. And I'm going to talk all about that in my WWE Cliff Theory video, which I'm working on. But nonetheless, when it comes to that argument, I look at the Monday Night Raw roster. I look at the SmackDown roster. And I'm going up and down this thing thinking, who are these new young guys who really deserve and really need this opportunity? And not just that, but could take the opportunity and really make something of it. And when I look at up and down the roster, I can legitimately only see one name. Okay? When I look up and down this roster, I'm looking at these names like Angel Garza, I'm seeing Austin Theory, I'm seeing Cedric Alexander, I'm seeing Dominic Mysterio, Drake Maverick, Grand Metalik, Humberto Carrillo, Eric, John Morrison. I'm seeing MVP, I'm seeing Reggie, I'm seeing Ricochet, Rey Mysterio, Shane Thorne, Shanky, Veer, Teabag. I'm seeing Ashante Adonis, like Dolph Ziggler, Cesaro, Mace, like all these just rando names. Like nothing here is really going to click or move any sort of needle as far as generating hate, buzz, or attention. And with that being said, I circle back to one main name, Jeff Hardy. But before I get to Jeff Hardy, I mentioned there's only one name here that I think outside of Jeff Hardy could be any good as King of the Ring. That one's Apollo Crews. I think having Apollo Crews win the King of the Ring and get called King Crews, I think that'd be pretty dope. I think having King Crews, Commander Aziz, and you might eventually have Omos in that stable, I think that's really dope. Someone on Twitter suggested that. I forget who it was, but that's a damn good idea. That being said though, Jeff Hardy, this just makes too much sense to me. Okay, I see Jeff Hardy having a feel-good one last run, winning 3 or 4 really good in-ring matches, really good work rate bell-to-bell matches in this King of the Ring tournament against guys like Chad Gable, Dolph Ziggler, AJ Styles, Apollo Crews, guys like that. I see Jeff Hardy going on a run in the tournament, winning the King of the Ring after beating someone like Apollo Crews in the final in an amazing match, and from there punching his ticket to a match against our tribal chief, our head of the table, the reigning, defending, undisputed WWE Universal Champion of this great universe, like Roman Reigns versus Jeff Hardy. This would be the perfect way to get to that match. I truly do feel like it. I think that match as the main event of a TLC and then a subsequent rematch at Survivor Series, I think that's damn hard to ignore as a prospect. I think instead of doing Reigns versus Big E in a WWE versus Universal Champion match again, I think having Jeff Hardy having this awesome feud for a month to 6 weeks with Roman Reigns, where Roman Reigns is cutting promos that they're slandering Jeff Hardy's mugshots. Ironic considering the Usos, the Bloodline is, beside him. That could be brought up in the storyline as well. But having Roman Reigns making fun of Jeff Hardy, alcoholism, and Jeff Hardy could go, I mean, your left-hand man, so to speak, is Jimmy Uso. 1 + 1 = 2, Roman, what's happening? But you could do a whole storyline with that, and it would be fun. It would be engaging. It would feel real. It would fit SmackDown like a glove. Roman Reigns, Jeff Hardy, 2 big-time guys that the young adult audience, the 18 to 34 adult male audience could sink its teeth into and go, damn, that's cool. I want to watch that. I want to see how they go with that. Jeff Hardy, Mr. No More Words, Mr. Swanton Bomb, the guy who so many millions of fans grew up in the 2000s idolizing. People like wrestling gifs, Pav were jumping off their mattress onto the floor doing Swanton Bombs just to be like Jeff Hardy. That Jeff Hardy, you think the prospect of having him versus Roman Reigns at a big pay-per-view isn't a great idea, and you think using the King of the Ring on the men's side to get to that isn't a good idea. Like, that's my personal opinion. Maybe I'm so far off the mark. Maybe, F you, elitist. F you. Someone like Mansoor needs to win King of the Ring. Oh my god, elitist, you're such a clown. King Nakamura needs to win this tournament to reclaim the crown he never rightfully won. Maybe there's going to be people who say that. That's the wrestling community. That's the nature of the beast. If you're in the wrestling community and you can't deal with a differing opinion, you're in the wrong community. This place, it's so subjective for the most part. If you have a differing opinion to the subjective majority, you're going to be up the creek and people are going to be trying to headbutt you and try and take you down. But at the end of the day, what can I say? I genuinely believe Jeff Hardy is the right man to win this tournament. I genuinely believe that Jeff Hardy, having an amazing run, having some great matches versus young guys, and then winning this tournament, having his one last run, having his title matches versus Roman Reigns on SmackDown, and these main event matches at Survivor Series and TLC, and maybe the pay-per-view in December, I think that's bloody hard to ignore. So that's been the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and drill. See ya.